T Squad, it's me Keisha, and I am here with another house hunting STL video. Today I'm going to let you guys know all of the things that I wish I would have known before the home buying process began. Okay, there's a lot that I have learned since I started this process, and I'm going to let you guys know where I am currently right now in the whole finding another place process. So to start this off, I want to give a shout out to T Squad member Austin Cochran. She is a real estate agent here in St. Louis. So if you all are looking for a real estate agent, she is the girl for you. She is fabulous. She be dressing down. She's gorgeous, and she's about her business and her coin. So how I got hooked up with Austin is, like I said, she's a T Squad member, and she inboxed me on my Color Me Pynk channel Instagram page. If you're not following it, make sure that you follow it today. The information is down below in the description box. So she originally reached out to me about doing a collaboration video on Real Housewives of Potomac. And she was like, you know, I'm a fellow STL girl. And I was like, okay, let me find out who this girl is. So I went to her page, and that's when I saw that she was actually a real estate agent. And I was like, look at God, because you all know that I was stating that I'm about to start, you know, looking for a home to buy. So I was like, girl, forget the damn YouTube video. You need to be my real estate agent, okay? So she was like, okay, look at how God works. And I'm like, yes, girl, black girl magic, woo-hoo. So we set up a time and a date for us to speak. We spoke the following day, and she was so nice, so personable, so professional. I loved her. She was funny. Yes, she gave me all the information I need. And so she asked me about, you know, how much of a loan I was looking for, what would be the max of how much I would be willing to pay a month for a mortgage, what type of home I was looking for, how many rooms, how many bathrooms. So we went through all of that, what I did for a living, all of that. So she was like, okay, so the next, we also talked about my credit. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I recently just started building my credit. I went without having credit cards for probably about 15, 16 years. And it actually helped because I had no debt. I had no debt, but I didn't have any credit. So that was the problem. And it really didn't affect me much because I wasn't looking to buy a house or a car or anything like that. But with buying a house, you know, you have to have good credit. So I recently just got several credit cards to start building my credit, and the process has been going so smoothly. So if you're looking to buy a home, a car, whatever, start building your credit right now. Credit is very much important. You want to get you a credit card, spend a little bit, pay it off, continue to do that. You don't want to spend your whole amount or anything like that. And you want to help build your credit so these credit companies and lenders or whatever can see that you're consistent on making payments on time and not pretty much overdoing it and splurging. So we did all of that. She was like, okay, I'm going to hook you up with 3 different lenders that I typically use. She was like, fill out the application, and once you hear from them, we'll go from there. I filled out the applications the same night because I don't like wasting nobody's time. If I'm saying I'm doing something, I'm going to do it. So I did that, and literally the next day I heard from 2 of the loan companies. So I was so excited. I was like, yes, I'm about to get me a house because I make enough money, of course. So I'm like, I'm getting me a house. I'm getting me a loan. This is going to be easy peasy, George and Wheezy. Boy, was I wrong. Talked to the 2 lenders, and they both were like, yes, you make the money. But when we looked at your tax returns from the last 2 years, because they're going to ask for your tax returns, that your deductions were a lot, meaning my write-off, my tax write-offs. And this is really important information for anybody out there that is self-employed like me. So in the home buying process, when they look at your tax returns, I saw that what I learned that because I had so many write-offs that my base income at the end of the year was so small that it looked like, you know, I wouldn't have enough money to cover the type of home that I was looking for. So they were like, you can either do 2 things. You can either amend your taxes, which is basically go to the IRS and say, hey, I actually didn't have all of these write-offs. And then they would then adjust your tax form, and basically I would end up having to pay more in taxes, which would be about $30,000, $40,000. No. Or I could just wait, and in my next, 2 years doing my taxes, not have as many write-offs and end up paying $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 in taxes or whatever, so my base income wouldn't be so low. And I was like, yep, not doing that at all. Not doing that if I don't have to. It's not that deep for me to buy a house. So I was disappointed for about 5.2 seconds or whatever. And Austin was so sweet about everything. She was like, okay, whenever you do decide you want to buy a home, I'm here. And, I just thanked her because I'm so happy that I did go through with the process, because I wouldn't have known what I knew now. And another thing that I learned is that you want to start the home buying process at least 7 to 8 months out. I thought that I could start the process like 3 or 4 months out, looking for a place. No. So she was like, girl, you should have been started this process. So I learned that as well. Once again, if you're in St. Louis and you're looking for a real estate agent, Austin Cochran is the girl for you. I highly recommend her. Yes, everything. So I was like, okay, so I know now I can't buy a home. So what am I going to do now? So I was like, okay, I'll just rent a home, because I need a home. I have outgrown this loft. I love the loft living. It was great for while it lasted. I always wanted a loft that overlooked the water. I had a perfect view of the Mississippi River every day, seeing the boats and all of that, going export, importing boats coming down the river. It was great. Loved the building, everything about it, safe, secure, loved it. But as I've grown in my profession and in my personal life, I have outgrown my home. It's a beautiful home. If you haven't seen my home tour video, it's under my, I believe, home tour vlog playlist. It's down in my playlist. You can see it. Anywho, but I don't have no space, y'all. I don't have any storage space. Y'all know I love to shop, so I don't really have any more space to put my clothes and shoes and things of that nature. And I need an office. I want a sitting room. I just need more space. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to rent me a house. I'm going to rent me a house. So I went on Zillow, and no, this is not a paid promotion. I went on Zillow and I started looking at places, and I found several that I loved. So I requested home tours for four homes, only 4. And 2 of the homes were owned by the same person. So when I spoke to the real estate agent, his name was Mark, by the way. Mark. So I spoke to him via Zillow, and I was like, I want to see both properties. He was like, okay, bet. You can come see them this Saturday. He was like, they're self tours, so I'll send you the PIN code on the day of, once you send me a screenshot of your ID, and then you can just call me or text me when you get there to let me know you've entered the residence and when you leave. Bet. Me, Kyrie, and my brother went to view the properties about 2 weeks ago. So we get there, and as you guys saw in my first House Hunting STL video, which is up right now, we saw the 2 properties, and we loved the first one right off the bat. We loved the first one. The second one didn't even compare. I was like, yes, I want the first one. It was everything that I was looking for. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms or more, a sitting room. It was spacious, backyard, storage, everything that I wanted. Safe neighborhood. I would have been a few minutes away from my brother and my father. It was perfect. So I text Mark, and I was like, hey, we just got done viewing both properties. I really want the first one. I've gotten the application. Let me know what the next steps will be. So I asked, let me know what the next steps would be, because on the application, yes, it had his address, the real estate agent's address and phone number, but it didn't state that this was the place where you were supposed to drop the application off. So I sent him that text message. He didn't respond the rest of the weekend, which was fine because it was the weekend. It's this time off. So Monday, I'm up and I'm working, and I receive a direct message on the Zillow app from Mark. And it didn't say hello, hi, thank you for visiting the property. It immediately started with, please reach out during normal business hours, in all caps. And I'm looking like, the fuck is he talking about? What? I was so caught off guard, y'all, but this is what happens to me typically. People just like to fuck with me for whatever reason. So I opened up the rest of the message, and the rest of the message seemed like it was automated, like some shit that was already written up, letting you know where to drop the application off and all of this type of stuff. But it seemed like he went in and added his little judge in there, because the whole part about reaching out during normal business hours, he stated it not once, not twice, but 3 times in this message, and in all caps, mind you. And then he had the nerve to say, we don't exchange money out on the streets. You have to drop it off at our office. It's not that difficult. And I'm like, who the fuck is he talking to? I was so put off guard, y'all. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I didn't reach out to you anymore outside of Saturday when you and I were corresponding. So what the fuck are you talking about? Reach out during normal business hours. What? So I was like, girl, fuck this. Because I had asked God for discernment over this whole entire situation. I was like, God, order my steps. Show me what it is you want me to do. Help me to make the right decision. And I was like, fuck that. I'm not fucking with these people. This is a bad sign. Lord, I peep game. I see what you're trying to do. This is not the one. And then I told Kyrese about it. He was like, yeah, it was very rude. He was like, but it did seem like some of the email was automated. He was like, I don't know. It was rude, but then again, it did seem like, you know, like the rest of it was already pre-written. So going against my better judgment, I was like, well, maybe, you know, I'm just tripping and I'm just looking too hard into the situation. And this is where I fucked up, because I should have listened to my God voice. I asked God for discernment and he gave it to me, and I doubted myself and him. And I apologize, Lord. Forgive me. So I was like, all right, bet, we're going to go ahead and drop the application off. So we had to drop the application off at the realtor's office. We get there, and it's one of those buildings where you have to use the intercom to even get in. So I buzzed the intercom. White lady gets on and was like, yes. And I was like, hi, my name is Keisha. I'm here to drop off an application for a rental property. She was like, which one? I give her the address. She was like, do you have money? Well, hello to you too, Becky, Agatha. What the fuck? What? Me and Kyrese looked at each other like, what the fuck? Like, there was no pleasantries, no nothing. It was like, you got money? Because if you ain't got money, bitch, you need to skedaddle. So I was like, no. I was like, do you all accept Zelle, PayPal, Venmo, or whatever? She was like, no, to put the deposit down, you have to have a money order or a cashier's check or a check. And I was like, okay, thank you. And me and Kyrese walked off and left, and I was like, yep, fuck these people. Fuck them. Fuck them. I ripped up that application so fast, and I was like, yep, I knew I should have listened to my first mind. Nope. So those first 2 houses that you guys saw in the first vlog, cut off the list. Not on the list anymore at all. Listen to your God voice when God gives you the answers that you be looking for. Okay. So I do have another STL house hunting STL video dropping this week, where you all will see the next property that me and Kyrese went to go see. It was a beautiful home. I'm so excited on continuing this journey of finding me now a rental property instead of buying a home. I can't wait for you guys to see what I choose, the whole decorating process. I'm so excited about it all. So yeah, hopefully this information will help somebody out there like it helped me. If you guys have any information about furniture stores to look at, home decor that's affordable but still fly, let me know down below in the comment section, okay? Make sure you guys thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.